Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So with my friends at yarnspirations.com, some Q&A regarding the Red Heart all-in-one granny square. So we're going to talk about the questions that are coming in as well as timing of when the yarn is coming out. So right now, all of the Stitch ambassadors have been talking about this yarn because it is rolling out right now. So different retailers are rolling out at a different time frame, as well as the online platforms are rolling out at different times. So as far as the color sequence is timed. I tried to make that clear in the video, but I don't think I came across, is that when you're looking at the yarn ball, you'll see that there's a picture of the granny square. The color order that you see is the color order that it comes out of the ball. Some people said, do you need to cut your yarn in order to get the colors to work? If you saw the video description or saw the video, and I will post that to the video description here of that demonstration just in case you missed it. But the yarn is timed to change exactly where it's supposed to in there. The biggest thing is to check the gauge and make sure that gauge is working for you. Once you understand the gauge, you're good to go. Some people wanted to reverse the color order to change out the order. You cannot do this with this yarn because the yarn is timed. And so, for example, the very starting of the granny square is a different length of yardage versus the second row, third, fourth, and the fifth. There is a specific pattern. It's available on the yarn label itself. If you just turn it around, you'll see it. If you want a bigger copy of that, just come on over to our website, thecrochetcrowd.com. I'll put a link in the video description. You can see that particular diagram. At the end of the granny square, you should have left about approximately 6 inches so that you can weave in your tails. You'll use a secondary color in order to be able to put your squares together. So usually the colors are kind of matching, and so you'll be able to use a different yarn ball in order to put things together if you want to join those together. So you're not using the same ball to do that with because the colors are minimal. However, if you do have extra yarn left over, you do have quite a bit of yardage with all of the colors, and especially in the outside colors, so you'll be able to use the leftover if you have that and you're not using the entire ball. You can get up to 14 squares per ball. So as far as the color sequence and everything, that has all been predetermined. It's been decided by professional industry experts, not just Yarnspirations, but also other people that are a part of that, to be able to put the colors together. So you will see as many colors as we have. So I'll put those colors on screen for you now, and we'll just hold for a few moments there. So you can see that there's a lot of colors that are coming out, but as I mentioned, different retailers are carrying it different colors. So at the end of December 2023, you're going to start seeing it rolling out into the yarn stores. And so right now, currently, it's just before Christmas. You're already seeing it on yarnspirations.com to place your online orders. That's both for Canadians and also Americans. And so you can do that. The stock is selling quicker than they anticipated, so they are sending more trucks to replenish the online stores or the online platform warehouses. At end of December 2023, you're going to start seeing it roll into a Joann. You may already start seeing it at Joann near you, and you're going to see that going out. Not all the stores are going to get the selections, but a great number of them are going to get it, as well as you can go online to joann.com to be able to place your orders there. In January, they are going to be rolling out into Amazon, and so you'll be able to order on Amazon. So if you prefer to online shop with Amazon, you can do that, and that's pretty exciting. You'll also see that Walmart will be able to have their online ordering open in January as well. What else do we have? So that would be Walmart Canada, Walmart US. You're going to start seeing it rolling out into Walmart Canada as early as February of 2024, and so select stores are going to get that. And then you will also, in the US, you'll start seeing it roll out to Walmart US in select stores starting in April. So there is a little bit of a time difference between all of the different locations because it takes time to restock and stuff. So this is what's happening with this yarn. Thank you so much for the great questions. I think the biggest question is to make sure that you get your 4 inches at the beginning of your color sequence to get the colors to line up. Somebody says, well, what happens if you miss the sequence? If you miss the sequence the first time, it just compounds and gets worse. So you want to make sure that at least when you get that first round in, is that you get it as close as possible. And once you understand this product, I know that it can be a little bit frustrating when you start this thing because you just want to just pound this thing out, but you have to understand this yarn in order to make it work for you. But once you get it and understand it, you're going to see that it's all going to work out so well. So some people, they don't necessarily care about the sequencing not lining up perfectly, and if that's something that you don't mind, then that's something that you can handle and do with yourself. For myself, I do like how it lines up, and that's what it's designed to do. Some people said, well, I wish that this could do more than just granny squares. This yarn is specifically for granny squares. That's something that is coming out. Lots of great free patterns are available already on yarnspirations.com if you're interested, and see the video description and we'll hook you up with that. Hopefully this information helped you this morning, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.